Hi friends, thanks for joining me. It's Morag here and I have a fabulous layout for you using the July kits, which are cram-packed full of summer goodies, and I'm taking part in this month's Moodboard challenge. So I love this beautiful sunburst paper and I thought it would be perfect to scrap some pool photos which just shout summer. And my idea is to have the top half with the sunburst, and then in the bottom half create kind of waves or kind of a watery effect using this blue paper. So what I'll be doing is cutting strips or tearing strips of that blue paper and layering them halfway down the page. So just to make things a little bit more interesting, I'm going to add some stitching to that top half. So in the sunburst there are some darker sun rays as well as some lighter ones, and just to keep things nice and even and easy, I am going to stitch in the lighter ones. And that just really helped me to make it nice and easy to get them evenly spaced. So as you can see, I think that just adds a really nice effect. So just to give that bottom half lots of texture, I'm tearing those strips. So I've just torn the whole paper into strips. Maybe there are 6 or 7 strips there. And I'm just using my fingers to curl those edges. And what that would do, it will give my final layer lots and lots of texture. And it's really easy to do, so what's not to like about that? I think the most fiddly bit about this part of the process was trying to get them even. I think they don't need to be super even, but equally I wanted to just be sure that I would have enough strips to cover the whole page. So I'm just sticking them down at the top edge of each strip, allowing the bottom edge to be free, so it will give me a chance to tuck things under if I want to later. So I've just ruffled that top edge and I'll use my T-square just to make sure I stick it down straight. So something I find a bit challenging sometimes. Who knows why? So as you can see, actually, I'm a bit challenged where straight things are because my camera was at an angle throughout. So my apologies for that. So I've mounted my photos onto some of the yellow cardstock from the cardstock kit. And have you noticed this month there is a pattern on the reverse side which is white and a kind of a zigzag pattern. So that's really handy. I love those. And I'm really liking the Pocket Life kit because there are some pattern papers in there which are really good thick paper, more cardstock I should say, and I shall be using these for some double matting just to get a little bit more colour onto my page. So in this month's kit there are lots of different textures which I absolutely adore, and I'm loving these puffy sticker titles. So I shall be using those just to add that a little bit more colour onto my page. I didn't want it too monochromatic. I realised I'd got some stitching missing while it was being covered up by the photos, so I just needed to balance those off a little bit. So I'll stick my photos down. I've got a loose thread there. I'll stick those photos down and mount the second photo onto foam tape, just so it pops off the page a little bit. And then my title will be these puffy stickers. I'm going for Pool Vacation. I love that pop of pink against the blue. It just really, just really pops off the page, hence the pink pattern paper, just to tie it all together. So as you can see already, that bottom half looks really fun with all those layers and that texture. And I will be tucking in some little fish and so on, just to enhance that. So I've used some of the puffy sticker waves there just to add in a little bit more interest. And I'm going to use some of the acrylic shapes that came with the main kit. They're so cute, tiny and cute, and really, really pretty colours, which I adore. So I'm just going through the die cuts from the main kit and just going to pull out some die cuts that I think might work. There are so many in the kits, as always, but it's hard to remember what you get in there. So you do have to go all the way through. In hindsight, I should have decanted them into a tray and then gone through those die cuts first. Because there's a really good mixture of elements in those die cuts, and they're super quality as well, which I love. So really that is the actual main process for the whole page, and now it's just a case of embellishing, which is my favourite bit, I have to admit. So the chipboard pieces in the embellishment kit are just huge. I mean, there are so many in there, and I can't resist some chipboard. I love the big floaty elements in the chipboard set. So I should be using those just to cluster between my two photos. And I like to layer things. So the top tip from me would be, if you're going to embellish, they always look better, I think, if you overlap them. So as you can see the shorts there, I've tucked behind the photo rather than just having them floating around on their own. I do like to have them overlapping. So I really wanted to use the swimsuit there. I thought that would be perfect. But I then would have had to end up covering up those shorts, which I'd already stuck down. So that doesn't make it onto the page in the end. So I'm tucking some die cuts, the chipboard, in between those layers. And again, it kind of looks random, but I really tried to, cluster them so they don't want to be too even. They need to be kind of spaced out a little bit. It was a hard balance when I came to really kind of set those in place. And I think I had them in one place, and then when I came to stick them down, I think I must have moved them or something. So you'll just have to play around if you are going to do something similar. But I really love how it all turned out, because I think it was quite an easy layout to do. It was one of my quicker ones for me, and I love how it's turned out. So I'm just picking up some of the puffy journal words, and I think those tags are from the embellishment kit as well. Now I saw this to the beach die cut, which I thought would be a really cute sign, and so just to enhance that, I've taken a coffee stirrer, a wooden coffee stirrer. I shall just be sticking that die cut to the top, and just need to figure out where I want to put it, and then I'll just trim it down to size. And I love that little tiny detail, which will probably get missed to be honest, but it makes me happy. So I'll just put that in the bottom left there, and then just to ground that, I shall be adding some die cuts to that area as well. So if you want to take part in the August challenge for a chance to win $25 to spend in the store, we've changed the rules now. So the challenges, the first week is the sketch challenge, and the second week is the Moodboard challenge, and you get to a chance to enter for the whole of the month, so all the way up until the 31st of August. And all you'll need to do is just add your layout to the post in the group. So that sums up my layout, my version for the Moodboard challenge in August. I really hope you like the layout as much as I do, and will give it a try yourself. So thank you so much for joining me. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get a reminder of new videos. See you soon now. Bye.